They probably start off at the beginning of it thinking, do I really want to do this? Probably brings things out in them that they weren't even aware of in the first place. And I think the finished product, when you see them on the final presentation, they've changed so much.
It opens so many doors for you, and it opens your eyes to the business world.
It's been a hands-on day, and it's been good to get out of the classroom.
This is the one experience that got me out there. It gave me business confidence, and that's the biggest incentive for me to come back this year again. I was here last year, the exposure that I gained, the people I met, brilliant experience.
We do so much within our coursework, but we never get the practical experience. You can tell somebody as much as you want to know about how they ran their business, but you turn the tables and all of a sudden it's like, oh, how do you do that many things at one time?
Great competition, and having now been through the whole exercise and seen the quality and standard of the work these guys have put in, I'm even more pleased that I came, and I've been in business nearly 30 years, and it's great to meet young people with good ideas that want to have a go.
National competition. Given that we've set ourselves out as the enterprise university, to see that expressed in our student body couldn't be better. I am thrilled.
So what happens at a working knowledge event? Groups of participants are given a real-life business challenge, which, depending on the event, could be anything from delivering a project for a large organisation to starting a new company from an idea. Teams then use Zing to visually plan how to solve their business challenge. Zing involves a series of cards that cover the key business issues that impact business success. This tool was developed in association with the University of Cambridge and is unique to working knowledge. The Zing cards form the stepping stones of how a business plan can be delivered.
It's really good. Reason being is because it shows you exactly step by step what needs to be done. It makes you think about your goal and your idea.
By using Zing, delegates discuss the key business issues in context to their business challenge and therefore rapidly develop business language skills and commercial awareness.
We're about to start the zinging, which hopefully will kind of uncover some of the details that we don't, obviously not a lot of us are kind of business thinkers. By and large, I wouldn't ordinarily think of going, oh, shall we talk about a secondary stock market listing?
It breaks things down into more like manageable kind of concept on a business idea. It gets you thinking about different areas that you wouldn't normally think about.
And Zing also enhances teamwork, negotiation and presentation skills. Once teams have completed their Zing, they go through a series of meetings with real business people who are experts from specific sectors like sales, finance or HR.
So they're going to be able to identify the flaws within our structure. We're obviously quite new at this. Well, most of us it's our first time. Hopefully we've got it down then, but they're going to tell us ways we can improve it.
We are Childfinder. We're a company based around products and services to identify and locate children and vulnerable individuals. Within the first area, what we'll be doing is talking with parents and schools to see how we can get this wristband product out quickly and effectively and cheaply, and also what sort of second generation products would interest the market. We're going to take in some designers and marketing staff to look at the initial prototype of the wristband product and the two-way communication and location devices, which we intend to then protect.
They did a very good pitch to us, probably not so clear in actually asking focused questions on our area of expertise. So they didn't come in here with a clear list of questions that relate to our background.
Refined an idea from being something really quite amorphous to quite a structured proposal now. We've had to go back on a lot of our initial ideas.
In these meetings, the participants use the visual nature of Zing to easily and effectively communicate their strategy to these experts who give them advice to improve it.
But given that we've actually learned from that and we're now implementing this advice into our current strategy, I think we can definitely do better.
Having completed the meetings, the participants then use the advice that they have collected to revise their strategies and prepare a pitch which they deliver back to the experts in a panel. The teams then pitch to the experts Dragon's Den style. All working knowledge events are competitions. The experts judge the competition based on the meetings and the pitches, so we eventually come out with a winner.
Champions 2008!
Well, enterprise and employability are huge agendas in higher education and for the region. This is the kind of event which kind of demonstrates that to kind of students who might think as a result of taking part, you know, I could do this, I could set up a business, or I could work in a business, and for people outside who kind of see that the university has a big role to play in this.
The exercises that they're doing at the moment is very close to simulating perhaps some of the work that KPMG or any of the other firms that are here would ask them to do.
In that life is fairly tough sometimes. It doesn't always go your own way. This is a slice of reality.
And a day like today is getting people understanding what it is to be in business, all the difficulties and all the problems, but all the bittersweet joys of trying to achieve success at the same time.
Some very talented people today, some people who've got tremendous energy, enthusiasm, they've got a good basic understanding of business, even though many of them haven't worked in business, and some of them have got quite a sophisticated understanding of business. I think the thing that I liked was the fact these guys listen and want to create the best business opportunity.
Being able to apply my degree to a competition so heavily based around business is a really good experience and has changed my attitude a bit more towards maybe I could do this.
As a business student, I can say that through the Flux game, I've learned how to put the theories that we've learned in classes into practical action. It's a real situation where actually we can learn more about business than in lecture, and it's a great experience for the future.
I feel having a mixture of lawyers, architects, and environmental science students means that we have a really interesting team dynamic.
I never thought I had the sort of initiative to create my own business, create my own ideas. But I really like the sort of team thing where you all come together, you all think of ideas, and it's been really exciting actually just working with people that have a completely different sort of feel to me.
It's very difficult, I think, sometimes for candidates to differentiate themselves from other candidates. And if you've got on your CV that you're in one of the finalist teams in this event, and I see that on an application form, then I know something about you.
Do you know what? I think I've met people today that I can confidently say that we would offer work experience to, we would talk to about a job in the future. They've got skills, some really good people here today, and I'm really pleased about that.
And it's allowed me to have job opportunities from networking with people like KPMG, and always looking for people who are different, so it's definitely a good experience.
Turns out I've got an interview in a week's time now. I've got the guy's business card. I'm able to, he said to drop him an email as well with any more questions. What a result.
I've definitely seen some people this morning who I thought I could put you tomorrow in front of an audit committee and you could do a presentation and I wouldn't have any qualms about doing that at all. And that sort of thing, you know, if you just take a random section of students, you won't find some of that.
Our business is a people business, and you know, we live and die by the quality of people that we employ. There's definitely people, 10, 20 people here that I would happily employ in my business. So, you know, it reinstalls my faith in our kind of tertiary education system.